Sing for me, please. 1, 2.
So this is love. So this is love. So this is what makes life divine. I'm all aglow. And now I know the key to all.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Oka Love Light. Happy Mama's Day to all the moms of all kinds. That could be of plants, pets, people, sisters, siblings, all that good stuff. Happy Mama's Day. So I have been promising you guys a video on how my journey was on Ramadan for the whole 30 days. First, let me just tell you about the huge benefits that I know everybody wants to know. Like, do you lose weight on Ramadan? Absolutely you do. I lost a total of 12 pounds. I probably gained like 4 of them back right now. But I lost a total of 12 pounds and my skin had gotten so clear. I felt so clear and good. I felt like in control of the world. I honestly felt like a green goddess out here, honestly. But I'm not going to hold y'all because I don't want to talk your ear off with the repetitive things I've already mentioned, such as in previous videos. So I'm just going to jump right on into it. So the first day, of course, you know, the first day when you do anything, you are motivated, you are determined, you are on point, you are ready. Oh, wait, let me just say this first. I am not going to give the steps in this video of what I'm cooking because I have cooked this before. My kids just wanted me to cook this for Mother's Day. Isn't that something? They wanted me to cook this for them for Mother's Day. So I just decided I was going to do that. So if you guys want to know, like, all the steps on it is really self-explanatory in this video. However, if you want to hear me tell you the amount of things to put in and things like that, I think this is video probably like maybe a month ago I made this or something like that. But anyway, all right, see how I ramble? Let's go to day 2. Day 2 was okay because I was still motivated. I was still like energized to do it. My mind frame was still like, oh, I'm going to do this for a month. Day 3 made me kind of really take note of like how blessed I am to have such abundance in everything. I mean, literally everything. So day 3 to me seemed like it was appreciated, but it also was the hardest. But it pushed me to be very obedient and honor my word. It also made me realize that apparently junk is a distraction from what's really bothering me. You know, like the mechanism of chewing, I believe distracts your brain from any type of internal issues that you were having. So with Ramadan, had did for me on day 3 was help me figure out those issues and find out the reasons why I was feeling a certain way without distracting myself, you know. And then day 4 was pretty okay. On this day, I realized that once you give your body a break, I found that a lot of my appetite was for something else, but not for actual food, if that makes sense. The first week in a couple days, I was like making a feast of food every night because I had it in my mind like, oh my God, I'm going to be starving. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I'm going to be starving by 7:30. But actually, you do be hungry, but when you start to eat, you only can eat but so much because you haven't eaten. So it's like you get full fast. I think your stomach kind of shrink, truthfully. So I had to slow down and realize like I can eat normally. I just have to eat like more fulfilling and whole foods such as eggs, more fiber, more protein, things like that. It also Ramadan, oddly enough, made me crave things that I normally don't eat. Like I would crave the pecan pie. I don't eat no pecan pie. That is tons and loads of sugar, but it made me crave it. Like I had a craving for it. It's so weird. I felt like I was overcoming a hurdle that I didn't know was in my life or like in my way. I didn't realize like how much eating really played a part in like psychological behaviors. It also helped me recognize like the way I attend to myself, like when is my sacred time of the month too, because it was at a point where I couldn't fast because it was my sacred time. And before I would just like complain. Well, I'm not gonna say complain, but acknowledge the aches and pains of it and the hormonal imbalances versus, well, I would also acknowledge like how tired I was and I was just exhausted and things like that. But versus realizing why this is happening to my body, like the gift that I have to be able to have this happen to my body because I birthed 3 live humans out of me. I was a gateway for life. I am a gateway for life. So it really made me appreciate being a woman much more. That I know that sounds like weird, but it really did. It made me treat myself as if, yeah, I am the gateway to life. So I need to make sure I am eating whole, I am eating clean, I am taking this sacred time to, take good care of myself, take the extra time to admire myself in the mirror, to take that longer shower or that longer bath, a nice bubble bath and things like that. It was absolutely beautiful. That's the only way I could describe it. So I also focused, like I said, on eating more nutritional foods, being sure that I have healthier, savory foods, because during that time of month you want something savory. So I made sure I had like savory snacks and things like that. And I also made sure I got enough rest. If I was tired, I just rest. I mean, if I didn't take a nap, I just rest, And I just allowed and accepted what my body was going through. I know before, this definitely was not my approach. So I'm happy that Ramadan has helped me to appreciate that much more and take the time out to really acknowledge that, So it really kind of honestly made me to acknowledge like how my aura was, like how I wanted to projectile my energy onto people. So because I was fasting, it made me self-intentionally aware of my interaction with others. I didn't want to appear like I was agitated or bothered because people knew I was fasting. So I didn't want them to get the impression that people who fast are always mad or they angry because they're hungry and they have low energy and they're just tired and beat up. I was not going to give anybody that because that's not how I felt. I felt absolutely amazing. It was points in the day where I was like extra hungry. Like the hunger pains at first would get me because, believe it or not, we don't always allow ourselves to feel hunger pains because it's like a pain, but it's actually not a pain. It shifted my thinking to me feeling like these were healing hours. So whenever I felt like my stomach growl or things like that, or all these gurgling noises that your digestive system is doing, that made me realize like, yes, my body is now fighting off any infection that's inside of my body, any type of hidden illnesses that's inside of my body. So that is what that did for me. Also, the physical vibrancy, it just didn't make me feel like I was empty, It was like I was grateful for everything, and it made me really buckle down on what I do in my day to kind of fill the time, but not to overdo things. I wanted to that kind of went back and forth. Some days I would want to hurry up and get the day done so it could hurry up and be nighttime. So I would try to cram so much stuff in my day to do. And then I look up and it's only 12 o'clock. And it's like, oh my God, I didn't do all that and it's only 12 o'clock. So what I started to do is just take my time during the day. And I, again, like I mentioned before, to just be in the moment of everything. So it was kind of like the coping mechanisms that I did. Like when I got really, really hungry, I would just take deep breaths. I would remind myself that everything is temporary, that this moment too shall pass. I will be kind to myself. And in the moment, I will value and be engaged in the time. I'll be like, okay, I'm really hungry at such and such time. So I know when that time start coming up, maybe I'll go take a walk, or maybe I'll do something crafty, something that'll distract my mind from wanting to eat, right? So I also kept hearing in my spirit, the purpose of life is to give your life meaning. Like, who are you? Who do you want to be? Not just that, what kind of person do you want to be? Like, find your sense of aliveness. And it's like once in a while, do something scary or do something where you're taking a risk. That way life don't make you be so still, and you can push yourself and you can find out that you have no limits. The only limit you have is your mind and what you tie yourself in it, Let's see, what else? Oh, it was a greater incentive to do good too. I was so, I'm already a kind person. I know that, and a giving person, but I was so much more intentional with it. Like I wanted to be good to people. I don't know if it's because a billion part of the world was fasting, and it was just really heightened. It's like the holiest month. But I felt so good of hugging people and just saying encouraging and inspiring words to people and being understanding to people of when they fall short. I really was. It was like it was a no judgment zone, and I love that. So it was kind of like I was nurturing my soul rather than focusing on my physical nurturing status. So it was like, as they say, emptying our stomachs to feed our soul. So it helped me to also learn to enhance, as I mentioned, patience and compassion. It made me realize that, again, I can't stress this enough, that it really made me realize like how blessed I am, because people don't even have food or water, and here I am, eating good food, like luxury food at times. So it was like I was really, really, really appreciative, and I was empathetic to other people. So it made me want to share a lot more. But ultimately too, it made me feel closer to my higher self, and also the higher being, God, Allah, Jehovah, whoever you want to call them. It made me really realize that it's something bigger than myself that makes this world go round. It made me closer to Mother Nature. It made me closer to Mother Earth, to all of the elements of the world. It was just like, it was a really nice experience. And I was kind of sad at the end of it, because it was like, oh man, like, wow, like it's all done. Like I'm finished, and then at the end, it was beautiful, because at the end, I had brought my son something for Eid. For Eid, I had made another big feast for us, and it also, helped me look at him differently too, because he was so encouraging. He was so encouraging with me, and at the end he was telling me how proud he was of me for doing it with him. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. Even if you're not Muslim and you have Muslim friends, or someone who's Muslim, or you just want to support your Muslim community or the Muslim community during Ramadan time, I encourage people to just step into it, endure for yourself, fast for that month, and really give it your all. That way you can see the transformation that it makes for you. I feel like I am such a better person because I did that, and I'm so appreciative, and I'm so grateful for that. As you can see, I can't stop saying that. I enjoyed it. So now my goal to move forward is to now keep eating green, keep eating like a green goddess. So that's what I plan to do. So of course, stay tuned for more videos, because I'm still going to be doing keto. I am still going to be continuing on my weight loss journey, and whatever my spirit tells me to do, I will definitely share that with you guys. Okay? Can you believe I talked this entire video? I hope I didn't bore you guys too much. So I thank you guys for joining me. I thank you for sharing the space with me. And as always, I thank you for watching.
Sing for me, please. 1, 2.
So this is love. So this is love. So this is what makes life divine. I'm all aglow, and now I know the key